You're like, oh my God, relationship goals. And the wife will turn and go, you don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before, and if you haven't, it is good to have you. I'm so glad you're here. While you're here, make sure to subscribe, okay? Good. Anyway, today we're going to be watching a very short video from the Real. I don't know why I said that way. But we're going to be watching a video from The Real. If you don't know The Real, it's like a syndicated American talk show type of show, basically. And it was created by Sally Ann Salsano. I really hope I pronounced that right. But I remember watching this with my mom. Or rather, I remember my mom watching this and me watching her watch this show ages ago, really. I don't think it still runs. I think it got cancelled sometime in 2022, or maybe it didn't get cancelled. Don't quote me on that. Maybe it just stopped in 2022. But yeah, and today the video we're going to be watching is from the YouTube channel The Real Daytime, and it's titled Part 1: Why Are We Idolizing These Marriages? What marriages? I'm not sure, but I've been making a lot about like just idolization in general and how people idolize a lot of things in these days. You know, back in the Bible time, there was all these idols that people created out of wood and all this and that. But these days, people idolize money, people idolize celebrities, fame. There's just so many things that have been idolized, including marriages. And I was like, let's watch this video.
Having parents or grandparents who have been together for 40 or 50 years is great, right? Right? You see them holding hands in the street, like, oh, that's so cute. But a lot of people say it's goals, but is it? Well, Kiera Kelly from Madame Noir says nope, and that we should stop idolizing these long-standing marriages. Kiera says that millennials get a bad rap for being too lazy and into social media to find love, but that it's way harder in these streets now than it was back in the day. You guys agree with that part?
Okay.
All right. Her article also quoted Facebook user Letitia Dion, who agreed, saying, a lack of resources and tradition kept many of our grandmothers with their husbands. Stop shaming millennials for having the audacity to expect respect and reciprocity.
Ooh, good word.
If you get a chance, it's actually a really interesting article if you get to read all of it. I think I get what they're saying, and I have met a lot of people who have been married for a really long time, 30, 40, 50 years.
Especially in the church
And
world.
sometimes, you're like, oh my God, relationship goals. And the wife will turn and go, you don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wow, you don't know what that woman has been through or how they've stuck it out for, or what happened in them 40, 50 years. You don't know. That doesn't mean that man was faithful for the 40, 50 years.
Or that woman.
Exactly, that part too.
You know?
That part.
True. I agree with this because although I think it's amazing to be married for such a long time, I actually don't idolize the length of time. I idolize the health of a relationship.
Yeah.
She said what she said. The health of the relationship. Hi.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, being on this side of singledom on my own, it is a lot harder and braver to uproot yourself out of an unhealthy marriage and to start over again than it is to stay in it. So a lot of people are just staying in it because they're coasting, and that ain't like the legit thing either.
That's not relationship goals.
And I think back in the day, they were actually taught a little bit different. They had different roles. Usually the guy was the breadwinner, even though, you know, the wife had a job. That's why I just have to say, my mom, she taught me at a very young age, make your own money, because you never want to be stuck. You never want to be stuck in a marriage. And I think nowadays, women are the CEOs. Women are actually the breadwinners. And their confidence and their identity is not in the role in the marriage, it's within themselves. And I think that is strength, and that is power.
Sure.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's relationship goals. I'm interested to hear what you have to say, Lonnie. You sitting there just steeping that tea. Steeping the tea.
I was just watching her do that earlier. I was like, slay. Okay.
What's the use in taking vows if you're not going to try to make it last forever?
Okay.
I 100% agree that.
I'm just saying, you know, I understand what they were saying, like now is a new day for women, but this is why I take marriage very seriously.
Very.
As you should. As you should.
I don't just say, you know, I'm gonna get married and I want to hurry, I can get a divorce. Yeah, you have that choice. I'm just trying to understand why take the vows if you aren't gonna go through the ups and the downs.
Yeah.
That is so true. Like, I don't understand why. Because, anyway, that's why divorce rates are so much more, like, now than they were back then. It's just like, I really don't get it. Like, why? What's the point of saying, okay, I'm going to get married, and then at the back of your mind, you're like, there's always the option of I can also get divorced if this marriage doesn't work out for me. Like, honey, no, that's not what God intended for marriage to be. Like, I remember, like, somewhere in, I think, Mathew, one of the Gospels, Jesus talks about that. He was like, you shouldn't be divorcing your wife or you shouldn't be divorcing your husband unless one of them has been unfaithful. Other than that, why, like, stick together, figure it out. I mean, I'm not married, but this is for future me to know as well. Like, stick together, figure it out, work through issues. Yes, there's going to be disagreements. Yes, you're both going to grow, you're both going to change, but that doesn't mean you should both get divorced. Okay?
True, but Lonnie, I think that there's a balance. I think that you, as a woman or as a man, you need to put in your mind what are deal breakers. If I'm crying more than I'm actually enjoying myself and happy in a marriage, then that's something wrong. So a deal breaker would be if your man hits you, it's time to get out.
Yeah.
If your man, or vice versa, if there's no respect, true respect in a marriage, then it's time to get out.
And
I also agree with that too.
understand that, but it seems like nowadays people are approaching marriage like
For sure.
like they can get out.
100%.
I
You know what
Like
I'm saying?
the divorce
Yes.
is such an easy option, readily available.
And I think back then, you know, it was a different time.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about abuse. Yeah, if somebody abuses you, yeah, you should get out of it.
Yeah.
But there are other things like, you know, when they say to death do us part, you know, if people go through sickness, if somebody loses a job, things like that. That's why I'm saying, as women, I think you should seriously consider marriage, because if I ever got married again, I would really want to say I'm going to hold out. And I don't think nothing's wrong with a long marriage. I only say that because when I do my comedy shows, after my shows, I usually ask the audience who's been married the longest. And I've gotten 30 years, 40 years. And it's a beautiful thing to see two people be able to be partners for 40 and 50 years. It's great. You know, so it can happen. I just don't think it should be a shame.
All right, guys, that's the end of that. Thank you so much for tuning in, or I guess clicking on the video and watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, you guys. I want you to subscribe. Okay, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought on the video. Let me know if you have any thoughts about just marriages in general and like idolizing marriages. What your thoughts are on that, like the whole divorce rate and everything going up. Whew, Lord, have mercy on us all. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any recommendations on videos I should watch, let me know as well. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, comment with a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.